Woolberry Maker Madness day one. Well, it's really day two. So I saw on Instagram that Woolberry Fiber Co. is doing is hosting a Maker Madness event, and I missed the signups, and I was really sad. But I posted on my our Instagram stories that I was going to try it anyway and just be like an unofficial team of all by myself. And a really sweet group of people was like, "Someone just dropped out of our team. Do you want to join?" And I'm like, "Absolutely, yes, I do want to join. Thank you so much." So now I'm in a really cool group of knitters and crocheters who were so sweet to welcome me. And the host, she's an ultra marathon runner, so I'm like, oh, hashtag goals. That's awesome. Um, so I the challenge for this week is to use, I think knit and crochet is a lot as well. 2,000 yards of yarn across all five, like, teammates, I guess, contestants in your group. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go home, and it technically started yesterday. So I'm going to go home and place markers on all of my whips. So from where I was yesterday, before I started working on them, to try and kind of like estimate how many yards I used yesterday. And then from going forward, it won't be too hard. So I'm going to go home and place markers on my 5 projects and see how many I can get through, do some weighing, do some estimating, and yeah. So I guess if we divide it evenly, that's 400 yards in a week, which is a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. So 400 yards in a week, and so that's 7 days ish. Let's see. 7 until we're watching all the cabs do math right now. Um, 50, 60, 60, 60 yards a day. All right. We'll see if I can make this happen. I think in my head I need to convert it into grams, so it makes sense to my head because I calculate everything in grams on how much I've used. So we'll see. But I'm super excited, so I'm going to take you along with me, and I think it's a 3-week long challenge. I think that's how long March Madness is. Yeah, so I'm gonna give it a try and see how well I do. And even if like teams have to qualify, just like make your map, but I'm still gonna do the prompts regardless because I who doesn't love a challenge? Oh, Spirit Week at school. If you're wondering why I'm dressed like this, it is Adventurer Day. So yes, I'm super stoked, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, first whip is the Percolated Socks Test Knit for MC of Blame the Knots. This is where I think I was yesterday, and then I fit knit to the toe. So I put my stitch marker in, and now I'm just going to weigh this skein and see how much it is. I don't know what the starting weight was, so the toe is definitely going to be a guess on how much it is, but I'll weigh this and then I'll let you know. Okay, I've propped you. Next up is this beanie, the Beanie Faction beanie that my sister designed. And I was actually all the way up here last night. So that's a lot. We'll see how that goes. And then I'm going to weigh this. Problem is all of my little cozies make it hard to throw on. So I'm going to throw it on right now. And that is, I've got 51 grams left, and it was 100 grams gain. So I'd say, I don't know, at least this. So this is 50 grams ish. I guess I could just weigh it. Let's weigh this. It's 56. So I don't know, maybe if this took up a third of it, I could put this in as well as, I don't know, like 30 grams or something. We'll see. We'll see how I measure this one, but I've got a starting weight for it at least. Okay, this is my gigantic magic knot ball blanket that I'm making with my sister. So I think I'm just going to measure the starting weight of the ball and then double it because I'm holding this double. So I think that's going to work because I don't like taking stuff out of the cozy. So we'll see how that goes. I didn't crochet that much last night on it, so I'm just going to count it as a wash and see how that goes. So let's see how much this ball weighs. This ball weighs 129 grams. So theoretically, if I use up this whole ball this week, then I'm done, or I've met my amount. So hopefully that's all right. Oh crap, I'm supposed to be taking pictures. I forgot to take pictures. Shoot, okay, here I go. Last whip. This is my Creative Infinity Scarf by Rachel O'Connor. And I think this one's going to be the most tedious to track because it has all these different minis. So I'm going to have to weigh the mini every single night and track it. So this mini, I did start knitting with it a little bit, but I'm going to call it, it's fine. It's, sorry, 14 grams. Okay, so I've got a starting point for all of my projects this week. And if I add it all up, I think, shouldn't try and write and talk, but that's okay. If I get through everything, I think I'm in a good place. Literally, I just did starting, and then I'm going to do ending. And if I cast on more, that's what we're going to do. Oh, this isn't exciting. If you're one of those curious people, like, what else is she writing? This is my notes for directing She Kills Monsters, because I'm a drama teacher and a knitting fiend. I should say by night, but I think about knitting all the time. All right, now time to take the picture. So I think the move for tracking all of this is just to weigh all of the skeins of yarn that are attached to whips as my starting weight. And then at the end of the week, do ones with remaining weight, and then just do the conversion off of the ball band on an Excel spreadsheet, I think is what makes the most sense. And I'm just not going to count yesterday unless I have to go back. Yeah, unless I have to go back and I'm running up short on my like total that I need to do. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I still got to put the stitch markers in, and then I'll do starting weight of every ball of yarn. I think that's the move. Hopefully this is right. I think I'm going to take pictures of what my whips look at the start too, because I want to do a good job. Right? I know it's just a knitting challenge, but like I'm in a group and they were so sweet to have me, and I want to be a good team member, and yeah. So I think I'm going to take pictures. I'm doing the most. I'm nervous now. Day 2 of Maker Madness. I think I've used about 70 grams of fingering weight yarn, and in my head that's like maybe 300 yards, so I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good in this, especially if my team goal, my team goal is like 400 yards. So I think I'm good. I think it's gonna go all right. I decided I wasn't gonna weigh every night because that was gonna make me stressed. So I'm just gonna knit as much as I can and plug away at it, and hopefully it's going well and I can finish some projects. Yeah, I'm really excited. My group is so nice. I'm having such a good time. Good morning. It is March 22nd, I think. So I'm on day 4 of the Maker Madness challenge, I think. I think it actually might be day 5, but it's my day 4. And I've made some decent progress on the challenge. I haven't weighed all the balls of yarn yet, but I'm pretty sure that I weigh the magic knot ball, and I've done 120 grams of the magic knot ball, and I know that's fingering weight. And I've probably done another 30 grams of my other stuff, so I've done 150 grams of fingering weight yarn, which fingering weight yarn, even if I do it on the low side, is 400 yards per 100 gram skein. So I've done maybe 600 yards, which is pretty good. I mean, it's nowhere near the 2,000 yards that I challenged myself to do, but that was a huge reach in the first place, mostly because I was a day later than, like, I joined late, right, and didn't really know. So good morning. So I didn't plan for it accordingly, but that's all right. I'm ready now, and hopefully our team gets to move on. They seem to be doing super well. I'm not super sure how I'm supposed to turn in my like stats yet or anything like that, but our team leader seems to be on it. So that seems to be great. I finished no projects.
I am trying to prioritizing finishing my projects so that I have, like, it's easier to weigh and it's easier to determine how many I have and how many I've done. But I also need a project that's in a good place for the hockey game tomorrow night, and I don't think I'm gonna have one. So I think I'm gonna have to cast on like a DK muscle bra or something like that, so that I've got a good hockey game, kind of mindless knitting. I can do the increases too while I'm at the game, but the blanket I have is too big because I'm on the last like 100 grams of it, so it's basically a full-size blanket at this point. And the cowl that I have requires so many color changes that I don't want to bring a bunch of different colors because I'm already bringing all the gifts for the attendees and the raffle prizes, so I don't do that. That's too much stuff. So yes, that's what I'm doing for that, and it goes on until Monday night at midnight. But the team leader, I think, isn't based in California, so I don't know. Does that mean she probably goes to bed at like 9? So that means I have to get it in by 9 Eastern, which is 6 in California. So it's basically not knitting on Monday, other than what I can get done at work. So I'm like I lose like 2 days on this thing, but that's okay. It's fine. It's not good. Like, no complaints. Just kind of trying to negotiate how to do it, how to not let my team down, and then be ready for whatever next week's challenge is. But I can't, maybe it's another distance challenge. Maybe it's a finish your whips challenge. Maybe it's how many FOs you can finish in a week, which feels like a lot. Because what if the only thing you got is a blanket? Or, like me, you're at the end of the blanket and then you can make like 1 million. So, I don't know what's happening. Shaylee and I also have a Knit Picks order coming. We bought the Felici pack. So we have 16 skeins of Felici coming, which is a lot of Felici. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. And then we also, Shaylee's coming. I'm seeing her for, I think, just a cool minute this morning because she's working. And then we're building the shed today. So I may even not get that much crafting done because we're building a new shed. And like, I'm not used to using those muscles in my body. So probably lifting a lot of lumber. I'm usually like a hauler person. My dad does the building and I just carry stuff. So, or play with my girls. One of the two. So I'm off. I'm running today. That's why I'm not cross training, because what if my dad makes me lift heavy things and then my arms are too tired from lifting my 10-pound weights? Then what will I do? So yeah. So I'm off. Gonna run, get ready, see how much crafting I can also get done today. Really trying to finish that blanket, because that'd be a big amount, right? I started with 280 yards. If I can get that done, that's over 1,000 yards, and that'd be super cool because I'm holding it double, which might be cheating, but the rules didn't say I could do that. I couldn't do that. And in my mind, I didn't do this because of the challenge, right? I was holding the thing double already because that's how Che and I make our matching knot ball. So I'm calling it good. Even if it's not, it's fine. It'll be okay. See you later. Good morning. It is Monday, March 24th, and I am out on a morning run because I'm starting training again for my half marathon. I start every year and never make it because it gets too cold by then and I train super slow. So this year I'm committing. I'm trying. I'm gonna try real hard to actually make the half marathon amount. Every time there was a reason that I didn't, like 2 years ago I got hurt in the middle of the summer. I had some like a medical thing pop up, so I couldn't run for like a month. So I lost all my training, and that was in July. So then I didn't have the time to build it back up. And then last year, I just like didn't start training until May. and then didn't have enough time to get it back together because of school starting. So I'm starting way earlier. This is March, so I'm starting basically a month earlier, and hopefully I don't get hurt. So that solves that issue. But you're not here to listen to me talk about training for a marathon. You are here to hear the update on my stash for today. So yesterday, we're building the shed in our backyard. So not much crafting during the day, but then we went to Pucks and Pearls. So that was plenty of crafting time. And I actually decided to cast on a new project because none of my projects were in good places. So I cast on the Granite State Yarn Muscle Burra. It's the yarn for February colorway. So that was great. The skein originally was 106 grams, and then I weighed it last night and it was 77 grams. So that's not too bad, right? Almost, what is that, 30 grams used already. And let's see, say like 50 yards, maybe? Yeah, 50 or 60 yards at the game, not too bad. I am desperately trying to finish my chevron blanket because it's held double, so I use more yarn that way. So I'm gonna do that. I have 49 grams left in the magic knot ball, so theoretically 100 grams left total. So if I can get through a good bulk of that today, that would be super cool. Because I think total I had 260 grams that I was working on, and I've done 160. So not bad at all. I was hoping to get 2 skeins done because then that's like 800 yards, and it's a really good number, including all the other stuff I've done. So my goal for what I'm contributing to this is probably maybe, hopefully 1,000 yards if I can swing it. Nowhere near the 2,000 that my goal was, but realistically, I don't even know if I could have pulled it off even if I wasn't working or doing the helping my dad build the shed, because I think my arms would get tired or my hands would get crampy. And this hand hurts from working on the shed because using a screw gun is not something that my muscles are used to doing, and swinging a hammer is also not something that my shoulder is used to doing. So I can do the fine work, but the larger motions are new motions for my body, but that's all right. And then I'm working today. So I'm going to knit and try and do some stuff on my lunch break, get all of that done, get as much as I can. I've got a training today, so hopefully I can do it during my training too. And that would be nifty difties. So we'll see if I can. I brought 2 projects to work today, so we'll see if that's a thing that I can do, or I actually have to do the training, which that could be a thing that I have to do too. We shall see. We shall absolutely see how it goes. All right, gotta do some running. I'm supposed to run 1.5 miles this morning, but I don't think I'm gonna make it because it's already like 6:55 and I gotta be back at the house at 7:10. I don't think I can run a mile that fast. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe you'll get a sweaty update. Maybe you won't. Bye.
It is the afternoon on Monday. I've done absolutely no knitting or crochet or any crafting, but that's okay. I do have my total so far, and I think it's respectable if I don't do any more. So my total yards for this week is 1,140 yards, and that doesn't count today or last Tuesday, so it's only 5 days. I am going to knit and crochet furiously tonight to see if I can get it done and get a little bit higher, but I think that's pretty good. So my team's doing really well. We're just shy of 3,000 yards, and one person hasn't put theirs in yet, and I haven't crafted today yet. So I think we break 3,000, and the goal is 2,000. So pretty cool, really cool. So I've got a meeting, and I thought I would get more crafting done today, but then I ordered our cast photo books from Shutterfly, and I guess Shutterfly system didn't save the photos that I wanted in it, and then it was glitchy, and so then we had to reprint them all. So I've been on the phone with Shutterfly half the day. So there's that.
which is not great. But you can also see my messy classroom. This is my desk area, and all those are like student pictures and student notes on the wall, and I love them. So they're going to stay there. Anyway, I will talk to you later. Okay, wrap up for challenge number 1. Our team came in 4th place, which is pretty solid, with just over 4,000 yards of, I want to say fiber is probably the most appropriate term. Fiber used. Some people are embroidering. However, embroidery is such detailed work that you don't use up that much like yardage the same way you use it in like knitting or spinning, but some people are doing embroidery. So we came in 4th. Super great. My finished total was, I think, 1190, which is awesome. And we're doing good. And the rules have changed so that people don't get eliminated, which is funner, I think. You just get awarded points. So, and there's a rank-based system. So we're currently, I guess, ranked 4th, which is awesome. So challenge 2 has just been announced. I will take you along with me for challenge 2. See you in the next one.